take the lead. 37-yard field goal attempt from Aaron Jones. And he nails it. 50-48. Hall has his options downfield. It is intercepted. Intercepted. Mike Hicks falls to the ground, and Baylor is going to have one of their biggest wins in years.
First, you got to get on the board and then set up an onside kick.
So back to action we go, and Reese waits and fires, and that is picked off. Jarrell Young. So they wait a long time to go out and turn it over again.
Perfectly, but he'll learn from this, and he'll continue to get better for this offense.
And Ford breaks free at the 5, touchdown. Michael Ford, sophomore from Leesville, Louisiana.
The Sun Devils have done it. The win they were looking for.
Ralph. Stop shy. No timeouts left. 3, 2, 1. Ball game. Can you believe it? The Tigers have done it again in dramatic fashion.
To go all 3 timeouts. South Carolina doesn't have any. 3 wide receivers, and Murray couldn't even complete his drop. Then he fumbles the football. Jadeveon Clowney knocked it loose, and Melvin Ingram has scored again. Touchdown, South Carolina. And a 2-score lead for the Gamecocks with 3:12 to go.
Hold it to a field goal, still a 1-possession game. But the run pressure, the run blitz pressure, they got to stop the ground game or they'll just pile it right down their throat into the end zone.
Deontay Skinner checked in for Lawrence. He's on the sideline. Lee throwing for the end zone. Randall's out there. Touchdown LSU. Ruben Randall getting close to 100 yards receiving. He has the first score of the night, and with the extra point, LSU can go up by 10.
Man coverage. Boyd on 3rd and 9. Gets rid of it. Wide open. Watkins to the 5. Touchdown, Clemson.
Has time, deflected, and a diving interception. At the 46-yard line is Javon Harris.
His man breaking free, and he earned it that time.
22 yards, pump fake by Jones. Gonna go deep down the far side, got a man open in the end zone. Stills grabs a touchdown. Kenny Stills, what a pair of hands.
Trick it. Does he have a trick up his sleeve? 4th and 9. Pressure. Down he goes.
Brooks and Claiborne are back. From the 1 is Claiborne. Burst to the 35, 40, 45, midfield. Won't catch him, folks. A 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by sophomore Morris Claiborne from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Makes it go with it.
They got Michael in the backfield. 4th down and 2, and they will run it. And Michael is not going to get there. Slam down, and Arkansas will take over on downs. D.D. Jones, the first man there for the Razorbacks.
It can happen in their favor.
Trotter from the shotgun on 3rd and 5. Here comes Ingram. It's caught. Lutzenkirchen drops it in the end zone, and they say touchdown. Barry Trotter to Philip Lutzenkirchen on a wild 15-yard pass play, and Auburn has retaken the lead. They'll try and sneak it on 2nd and goal. The pile moves. He's in. Touchdown, Kansas State. They'll throw it again. Interception. Bobbled and held on to by Arthur Brown. The first interception of the season thrown by Robert Griffin. And it sets up Kansas State in the red zone. And he's got it. Pass right here. Batted down at the line. Jordan Volker knocked it down. And Kansas State is about to win it.
He hates a two-quarterback system, but the backup quarterback.
3rd and goal. Touchdown, LSU, Alfred Blue.
Auburn has got to get something going here offensively, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Play action, Trotter fires down the middle, and it's intercepted. Coming the other way off the deflection. Tremaine Thomas with the interception.
The passing game has just been non-existent for Auburn.
Compton off the field now. 3rd down and 5. Miller after the fake. Great move behind the line of scrimmage. And he has the first down. The ball's out. And it looks like Ohio State. No, they say David got the football.
And that's a legitimate play. He's not down. He just pulls it out.
Exactly midway through the 3rd quarter. Martinez, after a great fake, goes untouched into the end zone. Again, the 3 backs in the triangle around Martinez. Another good fake and a deep throw. Touchdown, Quincy Enunwa. Martinez with Simon after him. Dumps it off. Burke had a nice move. Burkhead up the sideline. Touchdown. Blazerman throwing deep, looking for Brown. It's intercepted. Stanley Jean-Baptiste. He's only been on defense for 3 weeks, the converted wide receiver with his first career interception.
Is John Simon, 54.
Steady dose of Burkhead. Finds a seam inside the 10. Touchdown! Taking nearly 4 minutes off the clock. 4:40 to go. Ash needs to get rid of it. He lost a football, and Oklahoma State has recovered. Daytwan Lowe knocked it out, and Cooper Bassett recovered for the Cowboys.
Getting success with pressure all day.
They pass Chris Spielman, Urban Meyer, Quinn Kesnick on the field. Here is a blitz, and Robinson throws a pick. Intercepted by Isaiah Lewis to the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
Is one of the best finishers of a run that I've seen in a long time in college football. Takes the handoff again. Breaks 3 tackles, gets away. And Trent Richardson picking up a couple blocks. He might take it. Cuts back, stays on his feet. What a move. Shake it, bake it, and he makes it. Touchdown.
And 10.
McCaleb in motion. Mosley fires it out, intercepted. It's going to go Ron Brooks for the touchdown.
Go back inside the 10-yard line.
I said Nick Toon, but they put Jared Abradaris back there instead.
Three-man rush. Cousins on the last play of regulation chucks it to the end zone. Caught. Michigan State's caught it on a rebound. Hold on. It is just short of the end zone. Instant replay. We'll take a look at this.
After further review, the runner did cross the line.
Touchdown. Michigan State with a miracle ending.
Or less before they snap it. All the way down to the final second. Daggy going to the end zone, wanting more and getting it.
Oh, my.
Touchdown.
No signal yet.
Swindle thought he had his foot down, and he did. Tremaine Swindle, and Dan is saying, that's how I taught the kid. 4 touchdown passes for Seth Daggy.
Need 10. From the backside, Jarvis Jones with his 4th sack of the day. Snap it right before it gets to 17 rather. Up the middle, Samuel. Ball game.
It's no touchdown, but they don't need it.
So many players just giving it their all, including Aaron Murray.
And there's the hug.
That's his son, Zach. 2 other sons, John and David, a daughter, Anya. His wife, Catherine, by the way, is not here because Catherine has entered nursing school back home in Athens.
Well, I hope she passed her test tomorrow as well as Mark passed his tonight.
Our player of the game, no doubt here, 6 tackles, 4 of them for sacks. 1 forced fumble. The 5th player in Georgia history with 4 or more sacks in a game.
Going on. They get set. A half minute to play in the 4th quarter. Miller flushed. Wants to throw. Now he's going to do what he can with his legs. No, he will throw. Lobs it to the end zone. Touchdown. Devin Smith.
McNeil fumble. Cardinals win it. The win streak continues.
Ball on the 3, 4th down. Robinson, end zone, broken up. Iowa wins 24-16.
22 now, Herbie. 3rd down and 1. And they got it. Randall breaks free. End zone. Oklahoma State regains the lead. Joseph Randall breaks in. But there's a lot of time for the Never Quit kids from Manhattan. Klein rolls to the right. Fires high and incomplete. And Oklahoma State will survive a scare. 52-45 on one of the guttiest performances we've seen by quarterback Colin Klein and the Kansas State Wildcats, coached by Bill Snyder.
LSU remains undefeated.
That is cool.
My, oh my.
Paul Hall now 23 out of 36, 448 yards. The double pump.
Brandon Carter is open. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Ball to the wide receiver, Brandon Carter. 25 touchdown.
Brandon Carter to bring his team within one. Now the two-point conversion that would put them ahead by one.
And very interesting decision to have the football on the left hash.
Rolling out and firing. Josh Boyce with the catch and the two. TCU leads by one. From 31 and 32 so far this year. We call it 39 yards. Dan Goodale pushed it. Pushed to the right. And TCU wins 36-35. 35 consecutive wins at home for Boise State. In the rearview mirror, the Horned Frogs come up with the win.
At his own 10-yard line. Line drive punt taken at the 40. That's Adams. Trying to reverse this field. But everybody's staying home. Now he does a tightrope act. Boy, Houdini's in the house, wearing number 3, and nobody's home to watch that house. Touchdown, Hogs! Holy hog! This group of seniors has been a very accomplished class. And looking up top, open! Touchdown! Adams!
Intercepted. Should have been caught. Instead, it's going to be a pick six. Taken in by Lacombo. I thought, looking at the play live, that it should have been caught, but we'll wait and take a look at replay here.
It looked like it was right in his arms, and that's more impressive to me than any number that you could talk about. What Andrew Luck did right there to a true freshman after throwing a pick six, he goes right up to him and he pats him on the helmet. That's more impressive than anything that I've seen all night tonight from Andrew Luck.
And Barnett's the quarterback in the gun. Woody. Touchdown, they did it! Second and 13. And that ball's floating in the air and picked up by Kendall Wright. Touchdown Bears. Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. The bounce into the arms goes for an 87-yard touchdown. Struck. And now the squib kick. He takes a bounce. That's a live ball. And Baylor tries to come up with it. And they may have. And they have. Baylor is going to close this show. A special teams mistake by the Sooners.
It's within his strike zone. So this to send us to overtime. Maldonado on the way, pulled it left, no good. USC upsets Oregon. Another big player in the BCS drama falls.
Play clock at 5. Here's Miller. And a throw. It's tipped. It's intercepted. Picked off by Courtney Avery. Michigan ball.
Jefferson. It's over. Touchdown, Jefferson and LSU.
records out the window. These are great competitive matchups, and this one coming right down to the wire.
Mike Sherman can hardly bear to look. Justin Tucker from 40 yards out for the game. It's up. The Longhorns win it.
Where you'd get behind a big offensive line running for the Detroit Lions, and you couldn't locate him until it was too late. And then they make big plays downfield. For a team that plays fast, they know how to milk the clock with a lead.
2nd and 7. Thomas pulls it out on top. Touchdown! David Paulson, 22 yards.
One of the great nicknames in college football. Oh, another dandy. Matthew backs up, grabs it at the 38-yard line. Looks for a little blocking help, gets it. Breaks the tackle, cuts left. Avoids a teammate. Heads for the corner, he's done it again.
Sure did.
Here. Murray. Intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. Heads to the 5. In for the touchdown.
Stadium here in Charlotte. While you were gone, Frank Beamer said that they got away with a horse collar on my quarterback. And now Taj Boyd going downfield. He's got the fellow open. The freshman Watkins takes it in. Speed kills. And Sammy Watkins from Fort Myers, Florida for 53 yards.
4:23 to go. Big play for Russell Wilson. Wilson looking. Fires across the field. Oh, what a catch! At the 6-yard line, Duckler. 36 yards. Coming back for the football. So on 4th and 6, they get 36. The handoff. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Money ball. 7 yards, and the Badgers retake the lead. Maybe get him to the edge with a run-pass option. Out of the shotgun. Ball standing next to him. Wilson in trouble. Reverses. Wilson back in the end zone. They got it. Patterson. What a play by Russell Wilson.
Attack and use his speed.
So 3rd down and 10, and Spencer Ware in as the running back. This is Ware, well short of the first down. Upshaw with the tackle. Shelley nails it, and that is huge for his confidence. He was lethal in the pregame warm-up, and Alabama takes an early field goal lead.
Plus chances and get to 3rd and 3 to 4.
Nickel coverage on this. They drop it off to Blue, who's going in reverse against that defense that time, and that was C.J. Mosley.
Now, C.J. Mosley had Alfred Blue man for man coming down to the backfield, and what was amazing is with that hurry-up, Mosley's just running out of the field, and he looks up and he's, oh, I got 4, I got him.
Ends over to the left, 1st down and 10. Final seconds of the opening quarter, and here's McCarron, gonna go deep, leaping catch. Ball is grabbed at the 38-yard line, and Norwood, off the bench, made the leaping catch for Bama. It's a fake. Shovel pass inside. Got. Oh, it's going to be close. It is really going to be close. Underwood. Everybody said, why didn't Saban pooch punt? Why didn't he fake? Saban was listening. On second down, the delay. Richardson's got daylight. 40, 35. Going to be run out of bounds. Close to the 25-yard line. Eric Reed coming over. But he saw the daylight. No one outside to the left. And like the good runner is, he cut in that direction 20 yards. Faked one earlier with their other kicker. Nails this one. Here we go again. Alabama up by a pair of field goals in the BCS championship. These players, son of an Alabama assistant coach. Low snap. Jefferson picks it up. Nothing doing. They are forced to punt. So they burn a timeout. They come up with another sloppy play, and it continues.
And this is coming out of a timeout.
The safeties are deep for LSU. McCarron on the move. Throws on the run to the sideline.
Yeah, Kevin Norwood with another opportunity. The sophomore is making some plays. How about A.J. McCarron keeping the play alive, getting away from pressure? I'll tell you, he's a better athlete than I think people realize. It's 6'4", 205 pounds.
McCarron is the quarterback and holder. 4 seconds remaining. It'll get put down on the 32. Here comes a 42-yarder for Jeremy Shelley. Laces were spun beautifully, and he puts them up by 3 field goals.
Boy, A.J. McCarron, talk about emotion, seeing him run off the field. First half, he is without a doubt the MVP. That effort by playing quarterback, and as you said, spinning the laces there to give his kicker Shelley a chance. And they're actually going after Matthew in man coverage.
Now that slip screen to the outside, and Bell catches an alley, and Bell in a foot race is out of bounds. Eric Reed chasing him, and the young man takes it all the way into the red zone right now for Bama.
Defensive credit, they're giving up yards, but they're not giving up touchdowns.
So Jeremy Shelley for 35 yards this time. Slides it through from the right hash. Jeremy Shelley. 12, LSU, nothing. Jefferson's in trouble. Brought down, sacked by Courtney Upshaw. And it should have been respected. So it is first down and 10. A.J. McCarron and Alabama up by 4 field goals. McCarron gonna go deep. Caught at the 49-yard line. Kevin Norwood again. Defense dominating first down. Spencer Ware coming in. Need a dozen to get to the first down marker. Jefferson. Interception. Threw it away. A horrible mistake. Mosley's got it. Bama is in business again.
Well, tremendous play here, and again, LSU and Jordan Jefferson. He just throws the ball up, just trying to shovel pass here as he started the scramble.
6. Where is the running back? Sacked. Can't get it off. Down at the 17-yard line. The Tide rolling. Gentry in on the quarterback. I'm going to officially say it's a 44-yarder. McCarron puts it down for him, and he bangs on it. Got it! A 44-yarder for Jeremy Shelley. That's a career long.
Up to this point, there's nothing that LSU can do to try to move the football.
Remember the name Kirby Smart. He's going to be the next one to leave Coach Saban's staff down the road. He's a great young coach. Got to hurry with the clock coming down. And nothing doing. Copeland, the fullback. Gentry again. He's blowing up the middle of that offensive front.
You know, all the names like Josh Chapman and Jesse Williams, Damian Square. But I'll tell you, a guy that's been able to make as many plays for this Alabama front is Nick Gentry, the senior. Just a grinder as a defensive lineman. Uses his leverage in his hands, and that time slipped right by the guard.
Jim McElwain calling the plays, hammering away at the clock right now. And Richardson breaks free on the sideline. End zone. How about that? Finally, a touchdown between these two. The 8th quarter of warfare between Alabama and LSU, and Bama scores on a 34-yard touchdown run by the Doak Walker Award winner, Trent Richardson.
But Jordan Jefferson has just not been able to get into a rhythm tonight.
And he's down at the 19-yard line. Hightower again, number 30. You know, Alabama will be without an offensive coordinator as soon as this game ends. That's right, Jim McElwain will head to Fort Collins. He'll be the next coach at Colorado State. The rumors are that Brent Pease will be leaving Boise State as their offensive coordinator, but guess what? There's a tug of war between Florida and Alabama for Pease's services. Brent Pease was once the offensive coordinator at Montana. He also knows Saban from his days as a backup quarterback with the Houston Oilers when Nick was an assistant on that staff.
My agent on line 2 on that one for Brent Pease. That's a pretty good tug of war to be involved in.
Oh, isn't that the truth? And see no fair, Herbie. And it will be 3rd down. They got the clock down to the final 2 minutes, and it just seems inevitable now. And you know, we've got a couple of minutes. And I want to say something to all the fans in Tuscaloosa. You suffered a great deal back in April. That tornado ripped through. There were deaths, great destruction. This football team came together, helped a lot of people in that town. And I dare say this is for you. This one on behalf of Saban and the players is going to be for the great folks in Tuscaloosa. Handoff to Lacey. Clock continues to run. What a night. Not a single turnover. Only one penalty. That came on a punt here tonight. They have completely dominated this game. They have held LSU to under 100 yards of offense. They have 381. And what is it about Alabama for the 3rd straight year? That trophy is going back. Twice with the Tide, and of course last year with Auburn.
Amazing. It's amazing to think about the legend of Nick Saban and how it just continues to grow after the championship 2 years ago. What this defense was able to do tonight to lead them to yet another national championship for the Crimson Tide.
So on 4th down.
Remember last time in the championship, they hit him over the head when they tried to get the water? Let's see if he told them, be careful this time, fellas.
Alabama gets a second chance and makes the most of it. They win the BCS championship behind Coach Nick Saban and quarterback A.J. McCarron. If it hadn't been so decisive, you would wonder if the Associated Press would vote LSU #1. But after what they've seen here tonight, there is no way that anybody can vote a team better than what we looked at with the Crimson Tide. Look at Nick down there with the middle of them. He enjoys the bat this year. 2 years ago, he tried to keep him off the bat. Look at that rascal.